The Philips radio is now almost all put back together. I've added in an auxiliary input jack here to the auxiliary terminals, and I got the bottom put on. I put new speaker wires on the speaker, and I had to take this tube out here, and this is one of those European type tubes that I've never seen on American made equipment. It's got 8 pins, it looks like, in a circle pattern, and the way it's indexed is by this little tip on the little indentation on the side, and it fits into this little groove in the socket. And these are the type of tubes that are in the Pi radio that I've got, which happen to have all the tubes removed from it. I burnished up the tube pins here because they were really oxidized. I'm going to put it back together. I got the dial lamp replaced, got the bottom on it, and I got the dial cord and the dial pointer set up on it. So I'm going to put this back in and we can give it a test. Here's the underside of the Philips radio. I converted to a bayonet-based socket and bulb so the bulb would be easier to replace in the future. It originally had a screw-based type. And here's the dial pointer mechanism. I had to kind of stick it up under here and then twist the dial cord around there, and I use a little rubber cement to hold it in place. That'll allow it to be repositioned if you have to take if the radio has to be disassembled again. I didn't want to use super glue because I thought it might be too difficult to get it apart. So I'm going to spray the controls again. I'm getting a little bit of noise in the volume control. And then I can demonstrate it. Here's the completed radio. First demonstrate AM operation.
Teachers or O&M people. So they're a member of the school staff and they're paid by the school and they're held accountable.
Yeah, okay, I had to do that. When I was in grade school, they had a speech, what was it? What did you call them? It was not a speech defect. It was a speech impediment. I had a lisp. Yes, when I was a kid, people said you sound like you need a drain in your mouth. No, I didn't. My parents sent me off to this speech impediment for, yeah.
This radio is really good at picking up distant stations. I think this one's from Lubbock, more than probably about 150 miles away.
Points going into the fourth quarter, and Carter was able to score 8 points in that quarter too, and some of them were spectacular fashion as well.
And a big assist.
This doesn't have an RF amplifier to it, but this is a really high performance AM radio. Really good at rejecting noise.
You need and next gen in the field. If high yields and excellent fiber are in your game plan, look no further. Score with Americot and Next Gen. For a winning season, plan Americot and Next Gen brand cottonseed. Americot and Next Gen. Better yields, better fiber. Visit us at americot.com and go.
Sweet, man. You were such...
877-70 Allen is time.
Well, the good news is you're listening to the show. You'll learn something about it. That's another reason why I love it.
Closer or setup guy. I think you're right.
run or D-Wave when the NBA tips off.
Now let's try shortwave.
This is the Guadalupe Radio Network. Radio for your soul.
I think this might be long wave. I don't know of anything broadcasting in this area. But that might actually be shortwave there.
Radio Network. Visit us online at oraclebroadcasting.com.
Seems like there's a lot of stations there, but so there's something.
Priest heard these things, they were bewildered about them. Then the captain went with the officers and brought in this name, behold, you have filled Jerusalem.
Not sure what the megahertz range is now, because this is only marked in meters. Looks like there's probably get even better shortwave reception at night. Finally, let me demonstrate the auxiliary input. You go to the auxiliary input, or the gramophone input, by flicking this switch here. Got this hooked up to the CD player up here, and it gives really good sound. Here's a rear view of the completed Philips radio. It does have a back cover, which I'll put on it. The antenna board mounts up here on the top. Here's the radio in a little bit better lighting. Got this loop antenna on top to give some inductive coupling for better reception.